welcome back. So in today's video, I will be doing a Valentine's Day tutorial. I wanted to do a look using this palette right here from my girl Sindy. Sindy is also known as Guatemalan HotMama, and she actually collaborated with B Bella Cosmetics to create her makeup palette. Now, if you guys have been long-time OG YouTubers or subscribers, subbies, as we used to like to call our subscribers back in the day, then you guys know who Sindy is. She's been doing YouTube tutorials for a really long time, but she mainly focuses right now on teaching people how to do makeup. So she travels all over the country giving lessons, private lessons to groups of women. I've had the honor of her doing my makeup twice. Once, which was for VidCon last year, and that's the first time that I met her, and I also got a chance to meet her two beautiful and sweet little girls. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with them, and Isaac really liked them too. She came over to the hotel room, she did my glam for VidCon, and she also went with me to, I think it was Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken, to the National Democratic Convention. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a speech on national television. It was like one of the highlights of my year last year, and I had the honor of her traveling with me, and it was awesome because when I work with people, I like to work with friends, because whenever I'm working or traveling somewhere, I like to have a support system with me, which is why I go with my friend Jorge all the time. So I like to travel with people who I really trust and I can feel comfortable with. So I was really happy that Sindy said, yes, I'm down, girl, to go with you. And she did my glam, like this really nice cat eye. So I'm actually gonna ask her if she wants to do a video with me using her palette, but this time her doing my makeup. So I just want to show you guys briefly. This is the main palette that I'll be using today. The only eyeshadows actually, and it's full of many different colors. I know people nowadays, whenever I see a new collaboration of cosmetics with a creator and a brand, it's always usually very neutral palettes, and those tend to sell very well because you can't go wrong with a neutral palette. But I really appreciate that she does color, and if you go to Sindy's YouTube channel, you can see that she's always has been a person that loves to use color and blending. She does some really great looks. So yeah, lots of beautiful bright colors and then also some neutrals. This color here happens to be my favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's jump right into the tutorial. I like to begin all of my makeup tutorials by applying a eye primer. This one is a really great one by Zoeva, and I like to blend that from the lid all the way to the brow bone, right beneath the eyebrow, and also on the lower lash line. I'm going to begin with a tapered blending brush to apply the first color. If you are looking through your makeup collection, pull out a soft, light matte brown color, and this color is going to go onto the crease, and I'm going to start by blending it from the outside, and I'm just going to drag the color in and really take this time to shape out the shape of the eyeshadow that I'm going to be applying. I'm also going to take the same brush and the same color and drag it on my lower lash line all the way through to the inner tear duct and all the way to the outside, and this is really going to frame my eye and give me this really nice shape that you can see here. After this, you can decide if you want to do a cut crease. I'm not going to go for that, but I am going to take this NYX eyeshadow base in white, and it's going to make the pink color that I'm going to apply really nice and vibrant. It's going to really help it stand out instead of just applying it directly onto the eyelid. So I am taking a cream base application brush. This one is from Sigma. It's really one of my favorites for this, and I'm just going to pat this eyeshadow primer onto the eyelid, following the shape that I want to achieve. So like I said, you can either do a cut crease and do something really nice and defined, or you can just apply it like this and then blend it with your finger. And now I'm taking this detail shader brush from Zoeva, and I like this small brush because it really helps me apply the color exactly where I want it, and it's going to help me pack it on. So I'm taking a soft matte pink, like a baby doll pink. It's one of my favorite shades of pink, actually my favorite shade of pink, and it's just beautiful, you know. So I am just going to pack this right on top of the white eyeshadow base. And to blend out the edges, I'm using this blending E36. You can see it's really flimsy. It's just a really great brush to get precision blending. And I'm taking a small amount of this darker brown, and that's gonna go right into the crease. This is really to give it some depth in there and some contour. So I'm going to use a small brush first, and then I switch it out to a bigger blending brush to just really pack on the color and continue with the blending of that darker brown. The same dark brown color is also going to go on the lower lash line right alongside the soft matte brown. Next, I'm going to use Espresso, which is a chocolatey brown eyeliner. I prefer this over black any day. I just feel like it's not as intense and you still get that really nice defined eye. So I'm going to use it to line the waterline and also to tightline. Whenever I do eyeliner, I also like to take a darker brown and a smudge brush and start by blending out that eyeliner that's right along the lash line, because it really makes it look more smoked out and finished instead of having like a harsh line just on the waterline. This is nice and smoky and blended. I found this really great eyeliner from Pop Beauty. It's a fluid pop liner, and it's this gorgeous sort of metallic brown, and it also goes hand in hand with not having a dramatic dark black cat eye. You know, this is a really nice softer but metallic, still beautiful and unexpected, but I feel like it just goes perfectly with this look. After I master my cat eye, I'm just going to curl my lashes and then pop on my favorite Huda Beauty lashes. These are Samantha number 7, and I'm going to pop these little babies on like this. So then after I put on the lashes, I like to go over my eyeliner once again with a little bit more just to even things out. Sometimes this happens after you put on your lashes and then you look in the mirror and you're like, okay, maybe I need a little bit more to make it more round around the eyeball, and I'm doing this to this eye. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of mascara to the bottom lashes and then to my top lashes just to bind my real lashes with the fake ones. For highlight, I'm using this tight line brush from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to take this frosty highlight. It's very shimmery and beautiful, and since I am going to be having a lot of mattifying colors on the eyes and also on the face, I want to choose and pick exactly where I want my strong highlight. So I'm going to pack this on beneath the highest part of my eyebrow and also on the tear duct. LA Splash Cosmetics has this gorgeous glitter, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and I wanted to use it. So just to amplify the highlight on the tear duct, I'm just going to add a little bit of this glitter right on top of that. Now to start the face, I'm using this Napoleon Perdue primer, and it's this really nice hydrating primer. It's also quite luminous, and I'm just going to blend that starting on the center of my face, and I'm going to blend it out. I like to take this time to really massage it onto my skin because it just feels incredible. Now for foundation, I'm choosing my favorite of the moment. This is Dior Skin Forever, and it's just absolutely beautiful, long-lasting coverage. And I'm also using these really cool iconic London brushes, and I just got these in the mail and I really wanted to use them, so thank you so much for sending them over. And I'm going to use this little beauty blender tray. And I'm using one of the medium-sized brushes to evenly distribute the product onto the brush head, and I'm going to start by sort of painting this onto my face. I particularly love that it covers a large area and it blends beautifully and it's flawless. It's really such a soft brush, and I have some other different brands that are very similar to this, but I really love the idea of applying foundation or any liquids or creams with these type of brushes. Alright, so now I'm going to use this MAC Studio contour and highlighting stick. It's really one of my favorite tools right now, and the highlight is very shimmery, so I'm just going to apply that within moderation, but I'm going to use the contour side of the stick to just kind of chisel out some cheekbones, contour around my forehead, a little bit on the nose, not a big deal, but this is going to be the base for my bronzer in the future. So it's really going to make my bronzer stand out since I have a really nice, darker, deep color on the cheekbones and around my forehead. And then I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Medium, my absolute favorite concealer as of a few months already. And I'm going to use this to brighten up the under eye area since it is full glam. I'm going to go a little bit above and beyond. I usually just do a few dots, but this is really nice full glam, so I like to just use a nice amount of this right here alongside the nose, down the bridge of the nose, on the middle of the forehead, on the chin. And I only do this when I am doing full glam. Otherwise, I use not as much concealer or contour, if any, actually. And now to blend it all out, I'm using a damp and very soft and bouncy beauty blender. This is the black one, as you can see, and I'm going to use tapping motions to blend the concealer, and then I'm going to switch my beauty blender on its side, and I'm going to use that to blend out the contour on my cheeks. Alright, so now I'm taking the Airspun powder from my local drugstore, and I'm going to use my damp beauty blender to take some of this powder. I'm actually going to mist it with my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix powder, and then pick up the powder, spray, and then pick up the powder using the damp sponge and start by packing on the powder beneath my eyes where I applied concealer. This powder is really great as step one into setting concealers or anything on your face because it's going to prevent creasing and it's not going to create that ghostly face that you sometimes get if you use a flash when you set your face with powders. So this is a really great powder to use beforehand. And then right on top of that, I am going to add banana powder by Ben Nye and using a different sponge. This one is from Tarte, and also misting it with the Makeup Forever setting spray, and just taking some of that powder and adding it right on top of the Airspun powder. This is going to be a brightening powder because it's yellow tone, so it's going to make things a little bit brighter and also going to lock them down in place. And this makeup foundation, it's not going to go anywhere all night long. You're literally going to be flawless for a really long time. And then to contour, I'm using the Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Too Faced Bronzer. And this is a sample that you can get from my BeautyCon box if you guys are still interested in ordering it. I have so many things that I've been using, and I'm so happy to hear the feedback from you guys. All the info as to how you can get my BeautyCon box, it's going to be down in the info bar, guys. And it's going to be here till March, so limited quantities. If you guys are interested, you get so many awesome products. And I've just been so happy to hear your feedback. So I'm going to contour a little bit. And I'm going to illuminate my face using this liquid illuminator by Iconic London. It's a gorgeous color. It's very fluid and easy to blend. And what I like to do is take some onto a sponge, and then I'm just going to dab this onto the back of my hand so I don't have too much product on there, and I can just pick it up from the back of my hand as well. And I'm just going to start by dabbing this onto my cheekbones, the highest part. I actually really like applying it onto the apples of my cheeks as well. So I found the perfect highlighting powder to go right above the liquid illuminator. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called Dripping in Gold, and I'm using a small brush to apply this right on top of the liquid illuminator. Oh my gosh, I love this combo right here. And I'm also using a large powder brush without any product to blend out the highlight and the bronzer together so you don't have like a definite line. So now for the lips, I'm using this Makeup Forever lip pencil in a matte pink, and I'm only going to use the lip pencil for this, guys, because I was going to do something right on top of it, but then I saw the color and it's just gorgeous the way that it goes. So you only need this, and this lip pencil is also going to last a really long time, and it's hydrating at the same time, so it's not going to dry out your lips like some other lip liners do that you have to add something right on top of them. So that's why I just opted out to use liner by itself. Another product that's inside my BeautyCon box is the Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier, and I'm using a Q-tip to just remove makeup from my beauty marks to really make them stand out. As you can see, I have so many all over my face, but after I take them out, it sort of just completes my look when I remove the makeup. So I love doing this. Now I'm going to make my body glow. This is the same iconic London illuminator that I used on my cheekbones, and I'm doing the same process, and I'm going to add this to the collarbones and also onto the peaks of my shoulders just to really give myself a beautiful glow. You can see instantly how much more glowing and healthy the skin looks just by adding illuminator in these areas. To set my makeup, I'm using the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Spray. This is my favorite setting spray. I'm only going to use this on my face. And then I'm going to take the Pixie Glow Mist. This is also one of my favorite setting sprays if I want to give my face a nice glowy, dewy look. But I'm only going to use this on my upper body and neck just to make that body glow. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. For more videos, you can subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next one. Take care, have a beautiful day, and talk to you guys soon.